He's in a room full of his friends and they're talking so much about me. Oh my God.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a story time video, and guys, this story time is juicy. Anyway, this story time, I need you guys to grab something to eat, drink, because you guys are going to love the story. So this story is the story of a sister who came on the internet to talk about her ex and this crazy ass saga. I didn't listen to the entire story because why should I when I can do that with you guys? So I just watched a snippet of it and I'm like, you know what? This seems spicy. I need to watch it with you guys and react to it with you guys. So we're going to hear the sister story. But this story, she was talking about a crazy ass, how she was talking blab about a crazy ass, and then the crazy ex didn't realize that the call he made to her wasn't cut. She could still hear what him and his friends were saying, and this crazy ass was talking about her. When I heard that, I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. Anyway, guys, just grab something to eat and let's go hear the story. And hope you guys are enjoying your holiday weekend. So let's go hear what the sister have to say, and then we'll come back and talk.
One time my ex dropped me off at work. I was working 2 jobs at the time. He ain't have one. He dropped me off at work, and 5 minutes into me being there, I realized I don't got my phone. My heart dropped down to my ass. I'm like, oh my God, he's finna go through this. Now, I am not a cheater. I was not cheating on him. But I was talking shit in all the group chats because he deserved it. He was terrible. So I blow my phone up, blow his phone up, no answer. Call my mama, tell her to blow my phone up, blow his phone up, no answer. 3 hours go by. He finally calls me at my job. He says, hey, babe, I don't know what happened. I got home, put the key in the door. Boom, 3 hours later, I'm waking up on the concrete. I said, what? He said, yeah, I think I had a seizure. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm finna leave right now. We going to the hospital right now. He's like, no, babe, it's okay. People have seizures every day. I feel fine. I'm good. So I said, you've never had a seizure in your life. You having a seizure today is not a good thing. And he was like, no, I'm good. You know, I got medical issues, baby. You got allergies. You're allergic to shellfish. So then my intuition is like, oh girl, he's lying. You knew he was lying this whole time. He's lying. You want to be a victim? Let him be a victim. So I let him. Maybe 2 more hours into my shift, I start getting this feeling like, you need to call him. So I'm like, all right, cool. I call him, rejects my call. Call him back immediately. This time he thought he rejected it. He actually answered it, put it back in his pocket. I heard everything. He's in a room full of his friends and they're talking so much about me. Oh my God. The friends is like, yeah, we never liked that. He's like, oh my God, I hate this bitch. Oh, she wonder why I stay cheating on her because her da-da-da-da-da, her and her whole ass friends talking about me like they don't know me. Okay, all right. I heard enough. Either way. So at that point, I had heard enough. And most people would hang up the phone, go home, pack their leave. No, me, I need you to know that I know. I need you to know that I heard. So I grabbed the corded phone. I worked at a nursing home. Front desk, grabbed that corded phone, went into the file room, shut the door, started screaming bloody. I'm in there like, ah, ah, because I know you're going to hear that. And lo and behold, he did. He pulled it out of his pocket. I could hear it sliding against that dusty denim fabric, put it to his ear and said, hello. And I said, you ain't got to worry about me no more. You bitch. Hung up the phone. Now, I know my man, okay? I knew him at that time very, very well. And I knew that he was crazy. And I knew that I had about 30 minutes. So, my bad. I had to go be an adult. But I knew that I had about 30 minutes to get to the house, pack my shit, and leave. Because his homeboy lived about 30 minutes away. And the way this man drives, crazy. Plus, I knew he was going to call my job. And they were going to tell him that I was gone. So he was going to go straight to the house. So I lived about 25 minutes walking. I decided I'm running. I was Forrest Gump out here. I was out there running, running in business casual attire. Okay, kitten heels and everything. I get to the house. I start packing my shit. I'm looking for my car keys. Cannot find my car keys. Cannot find them. The man then walk in and we're just staring at each other. So I'm like, give me my car keys. He says, no. So of course we start fighting. I do not condone physical violence in any way, shape, or form. But I was in a ghetto relationship, so we was fighting for real. Okay. So when that was all said and done, I'm laying in bed and I'm like, you know, crying like my mama just beat me, just. This man comes, sit next to me, and he says, you know, I think we should break up. This ain't healthy. Let's not do this no more. I said, okay, cool. He said, yeah, I'm done. I said, all right, cool. The middle of the night, I wake up, and my intuition starts knocking me inside my head again. They're just like, check his phone, check his phone, check his phone. So I go, and I check his phone. And lo and behold, he probably sat down on the bed next to me and was like, we should break up at like 9:30 that evening. By 10 p.m., he was on the phone texting that one girl. Texting that one girl. And he basically was like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? I know you told me not to hit you up unless I'm single. I'm single. She curved him. Praise God. She curved him. Guys, I was with this man for 7 years on and off. If I were to go bit by bit, part by part, we'd be here for 7 more. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to jump to the end. Okay? So, this is July of the next year. Between that time, this fake seizure in July, I moved out after the fake seizure. He stayed in the apartment that we shared till the lease was up, had nowhere to go, showed up at my door, said, please help me. I help him. We get back together. That was dumb. It's okay. It's all right. So he gets us kicked out my new apartment because he wanted to punch holes in the wall. And they called the cops on us a couple times. So find a new spot, tiny studio in Hollywood, making it work. We break up for good in March. Okay. But we still living together because I don't want to put him out. Plus I put his name on a lease when we moved in because we was together that week. Dumb. So I'm depressed. Going through it. My best friend says, Mindy, cheer up, pup. I'm taking you to Europe for your birthday. Yes, thank you. So I'm excited. Best news I had all year. I tell him, not because he needed to know, but because he's my roommate. So I'm not going to be here. Here's a heads up. He says, you're not going. I said, who's not going? He says, I'm tired of you in this. You need to choose between me and her. Why would you want to be friends with somebody who talks shit about a man? First off, who got a man? Answer me that. Second of all, baby, I talk about you and you still want to be with me. Make it make sense. Plus, easy answer, I choose her. What? He done Uso-lied his way into one too many. It's fine. It's fine. So, the day I'm leaving for Barcelona, I give this man my keys, which, stop giving me your keys, Mindy. I give this man my keys because I don't want to travel with him. It made sense in the moment. We get to Barcelona. We go to the club that night. I'm having the time of my life. We're in the club. I'm out here partying. My phone started ringing. It's my mama. Rejected. I'm in the club. I'm partying. She calls again. Rejected. I'm lit. I'm in the club. I'll call you in the morning. Now, for context, my mother is a Haitian woman, okay? God-fearing, all she cares about is Jesus and her kids in that order, okay? My mom has never sent a text in her life, at least not to me, ever. She sends me a text, popped her cherry, and she says, I am disgusted. I am ashamed to call you my daughter. I did not raise you to be like this. I'm not gonna lie, she ate with that grammar. She had punctuations and everything. That's my dad. Shout out to her. But I was in that club, shook, devastated. I was feeling so many emotions. I ran out that bitch, blew her phone up. She ain't answer. Call my daddy. He ain't answer. Losing my mind, I call my childhood best friend because she in New York. Call her. I say, yo, I need you to go to Brooklyn, please. Go find out what's going on. She goes, she calls me 30 minutes later. She says, Mindy, sit down. I said, I'm not sitting down. Tell me what's happening. This man sent my mama every nasty video, salacious text. And at this point, we've been broken up for months. I decided to dip and dabble in dating apps. I got on my first dating app ever, maybe like 2 weeks before I left for the trip. I had conversation with like 30 men because I'm fine. So he took screenshots of all that. I didn't even know when he did it. Sent that to my mama too. Bless her heart, she don't understand social media. She think I'm 30. Oh my God. The trip has come to an end. My mother has yet to speak to me. It's been 2 weeks. My father answered my call one time and he says, Mindy, please give us some time. We've seen too much. I get it. I can't even argue with you, bruh. I get it. So my bestie, she flew to New York because she booked the job. She's a bad bitch. Love that for her. I went straight to LA. I'm calling him, I'm texting him because remember, I gave him my keys. Ladies, never give a man your keys. That is the lesson, okay? He won't answer me. I'm in the Uber. We turn on my block. I'm talking to the Uber driver and I say, God, I'm really trying to lower the property value in this. There's just everywhere. I know it's Hollywood, but God. I get out the car. He's getting my luggage. I look down. That's my shoe. That's my shirt. That's my jaw. It's all my. I start hyperventilating. I can't breathe. Uber driver says, are you okay? I say, get out of here, kid. You don't want to see what's going to happen next. Please go. He leaves. I throw my luggage. I run to the call box. I hit every button. Somebody let me in this. Somebody does, praise God. I get in there. I go straight down to the garage because I need to see my car. I get there, I'm flabbergasted. My car is packed to the brim, okay? I'm talking, I couldn't roll the windows down. That's how much was pressed up against it. I had this big IKEA desk. He took it apart, put all the big pieces in the back, took the little pieces, put them in Ziploc bags, threw them in there too. My pots, my pans, my pillows, everything, okay? My box of tampons sitting on the driver's seat next to my Cheez-Its and my ho-hos. It was... I call my mother 8 times. She finally answers. I'm still hyperventilating. I tell her what's happening. She says, there has to be an explanation. Okay. She says, go upstairs and find out what's happening. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening, but okay. I get on the elevator to head upstairs. It stops on the first floor. A white woman walks in. I say, behind her comes a bag. I whisper to my mother in Creole, call the police. I'm about to commit a murder. Before anybody can react, he starts spazzing out on me. I can't believe you here. You got tired of sucking pain? Apparently, I did. My mother says, oh, there's no way that's him talking to you like that. There's no way. Yes, there's a way. You're hearing it live and living color. She says, I can't believe it. He's such a good boy. We've had Bible study every night since the incident. Wait a minute, please. Come again, Miss Mamas. What are you talking about? She tells me that ever since the first night, he has been calling her and they've been having Bible study. She thought that there was a spirit of a Jezebel on me and they were going to pray it away. He said that he wanted to make a good, honest woman out of me. He wanted to marry me. But I'm possessed. I'm possessed by the spirit of the streets. I am a Mary Magdalene, but can't be saved. Y'all, I'm getting it from him. She in my ear with this white woman is scared in the middle. I don't know what to do. I literally ignore everything she's saying and I say, Mommy, call the cops. Y'all, not too much on my mother. Please, not too much on my mama. I understand. It seems crazy. But my mother had no idea how bad things were because I didn't tell her. She had no idea about the bobos, the drama, the trauma, nothing. Because I didn't tell her. She thought I was dating Martin Luther King Jr. She thought I found a Southern gentleman. Okay? Because I allowed her to believe that. This man was 5 years older than me. He moved me from my mama house on the East Coast to the West Coast where I have nobody. She was pissed when I told her I was leaving. But he sat down at her dining room table, held her hand and said, Mommy, don't worry. I'm going to take care of your daughter. And she believed him. So when out of the blue, she receives just spread of me talking to other men and pictures of me with my tongue out and my I understand the confusion. Not too much of my mama. Now, the elevator doors open and we both take off running. This man is trying to knock me out the way like we playing the challenge, okay? Just sticking his foot out and doing all kinds of crazy shit. He gets into the apartment, shuts the door. I am beating that out, just knocking on. I'm out here just trying to get into that apartment like a Viking. I went feral. I don't remember much from that segment because I lost my shit. Neighbors came out and everything. The police arrive. I don't know who called them, somebody did. One officer is talking to me, one's talking to him. He's inside the apartment, he refuses to step out. He got the door open with the chain still on, talking to them through the crack. The officer that's speaking to me says what's going on, and I tell him, that scummy dummy bitch is in my apartment and I need him out. Now, they go to him and he tells them the same thing, that it's his apartment. So they say, does anybody have a copy of the lease? I pull it up, and like I told y'all, I put him on the lease like a dumb. So they're like, he's in the apartment. You're outside the apartment. Both of y'all on the lease. Ma'am, you gotta go. So I said, officer, are you where the do you think I'm gonna go? I have nowhere to go. I have nobody. Remember that. My best friend, my only friend in LA, she's in New York. I regret doing this to this day, but I thought I could reach out to his humanity. And I look at him dead in his eye and I say, hey, you have an entire community out here. You got hella friends. Please, can you just spend the night at one of their spots and let me sleep here and figure out my life in the morning? Remember, I just got off a plane, 16-hour flight. I don't know if it was 16, however far it is to get from Copenhagen to the States, to LA, probably 16 hours. He looks me dead in my face and he says, no. Now I'm outside picking up my pencils, packing my car up. Because I gotta go somewhere. The cops, they won't leave until I leave because I was acting at. Now let me tell you, I was cutting up. They threatened to arrest me twice. So, you know, I get it. They wouldn't leave until I did. So I pull off. I'm driving around aimlessly. I don't know where the I'm gonna go. I remember a coworker that I had months prior, okay? We worked together for all of 2 months, maybe. But she was black. She was the only other black person at my job, and we were vibing. So I hit her up out the blue. It's literally the middle of the night. I text her, and I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry. Crazy. I need a place to sleep. Can I please? She says, yeah, come through. Sends me her address. Don't even ask no questions. I will die for a black woman. Shout out to her. Because black women have saved my life so many times. Shout out to her. I get to her spot. She's like, oh my God, I literally had a tenant renting out my front room because it's just her and her son in her house. She's like, I had a tenant renting out my front room, but they just moved out. I've been looking for somebody new. Want to move in? Yeah, my entire life is already in the car. I moved in that night, okay? So the next day, my phone started ringing off the hook, and it's this bitch. He says, please. I've gotten a few comments, a few messages of people saying things like, well, Mindy, you lied about your name being Roxanne. Who's to say this isn't a lie as well? And you know, I get it, touche. But why would I get on Beyonce's internet and tell y'all about me being this down bad for fun, for free, for fun? Why would I do that? You know, I could sit here and bring out receipts and prove things, but do I seem like I'm an ambiguously biracial child on the internet trying to prove why I can say no? This is what he sent my mama when I was in Barcelona. Hopefully y'all can read this. Mommy, I'm sorry, but your daughter is a bad person. I'm embarrassed. I feel like a fool. Mommy, she has been talking to over 70 men, 63 from one dating application. Wow. I'm sorry, almost 100 men, 29 on another. Mommy, I feel a idiot. I need y'all to forgive me because apparently I did lie. I told y'all it was 30. It was 100. It was 100 men he told my mother I was wide open for. So, if you were wondering if this is a real story or not, here we are. You're welcome. So for the first month of me living at my new place, this man will call me on a daily basis on some, please, baby, please, come back home. You want me to come back home after you put me out of my own apartment? You fat nipple. What do you think I am on? Is it crack? No, I'm not coming home. So after, a few weeks of him doing this, I think he got the point. And he went from the please, baby, please phase to the your life phase. So now I start waking up in the morning to go to work and I find my tire popped at least once a week. That is not an exaggeration. I would wake up in the morning and literally it'd be stabbed. Just one. And every time it'd be a different tire. A couple times it was window. For the first maybe 3 times, I genuinely thought it was some kids in the neighborhood, but I drove a Toyota Corolla. There were at least 3 other cars on my block with the same make and model. Why y'all targeting me? Nobody else. I filed a police report. They said there's no evidence, so can't do nothing about it. We'll keep an eye out. Thanks. So now I got to get a second job to afford these because one monkey not gonna stop this show. I got things to do. So I start cleaning houses using the app Handy. Shout out to Handy because they came in handy. So now I'm cleaning a house in Hollywood. Y'all stay away from Hollywood, please. It's so low vibrational. So many bad things have happened to me in Hollywood. Please listen to me. So I'm cleaning this house. My mother calls me and she says, Mindy, he has sent me another extendo paragraph of him demanding that you return the keys to the apartment. That's what he was on that week. He was desperately on a mission to get me to return the keys because he said he didn't feel safe. He didn't feel safe knowing that I had access to his apartment, to his... It's fine. It's fine. So my mom says, Mindy, just put the keys in an envelope, mail it to the apartment, leave it alone. Honestly, she's a genius, okay? My mother is the smartest woman I know. Did I listen to her? No. I didn't do what she said. You know what I did? This is what I did. I decided instead that I wanted it over with in this very moment. I go and I pull up to the apartment. My plan in my head was to put the keys in a lobby somewhere and then email him and let him know where it's at. But then I get to the lobby and I realize there's nowhere to put it. Like, there were just walls, and then like the mailboxes were built into one of the walls, so there was no ledges or nothing like that. So I should have just put him on the floor. But I said no, because I knew that if they ended up missing, he was gonna make my life worse up. So I decided to go downstairs to the garage and put them on his back bumper, send him an email, let him know. I did that. I get back in my car. I pull up the Gmail app. I'm about to formulate this professional email. And guess who I see driving by in front of me? This dusty bitch. So I say, holy Now I'm in a conundrum. What do? I decide I'm going to roll up on him in traffic and say, hey, the keys on the back bumper. He says, huh? I said, the keys on the back. It's fine, you can't hear me. Pull over. We're on La Brea and Hollywood. Right past that church on the corner, there's a hotel with a roundabout valet. He pulls into the valet right in front of it, parks the car. I park behind him. He gets out the car. I literally just roll the window down this much because I don't want to talk to you. I roll it down a little bit and I say, the keys are on the back bumper. He walks back there, he grabs the keys and he says, you stupid ass bitch, and starts going off. Valet people say, hey, take that somewhere else. So he gets into the car Maybe 10 seconds go by. He gets out of the car again. Now he has a pleasant demeanor on his face. He looks pretty okay. He starts walking towards me. He gets to my window. He says, can you just roll the window down? Like, I just need to talk to you about one more thing, and then we can go. So my dumb ass, I'm like, there's so many witnesses around here. He's not gonna do nothing crazy. I put the window down halfway. It's right here, halfway. This man reaches into my car, grabs my whole ponytail, yanks my head, grabs the dry fit Nike hat that was on my head and says, "What that?" Who, when I tell you, livid was not the word. He immediately gets back into his car, skirts off. I had a choice to make in that very moment. I did. I chose violence. So now I'm chasing his car. I pull up on him in traffic. I'm searching for all the big coins. Give me the quarters and the nickels only. I grab them. I'm throwing them out the throwing them at the car. It makes contact. I got a good arm. So now he's upset. He looks at me, gives me a death glare. I say, uh-oh. Skirt. Got a blast. I'd make a right. Make another right. I get stopped at a light. I say, whew, I'm good. In the clear. Ain't nobody behind me. I was wrong. He starts speeding towards me around that corner. Parks the car in the middle of the street, hops out, and starts running. Running! I have never been that afraid in my life. That's a lie, not never, but I was very scared. In the middle of traffic, it is a red light still for me. I bust a left in the middle of traffic because I needed to save my life. So that was on like the street right behind La Brea in Hollywood. I don't know what it's called, but it's one block back. We are on a high speed chase from that block all the way to La Brea and Edgewood. For anybody in LA, you know that is a pretty distance. And I'm talking, he's driving on a median. I'm changing lanes every 5 seconds. We're running red lights like nobody's business. I was doing it on purpose because I was hoping to get pulled over. But where was the popo? I don't know. They weren't there. So now I'm at the light in the left turning lane on Edgewood and La Brea. I am scared for my life. This man finds a way to get right behind me again. And I say, I got to get him out this bitch. So in the left lane, the light for me had just turned red. It just turned green for all the cars going this way. I make a right turn in front of all 3 lanes and go straight down the street. I find a residential neighborhood. I saw somebody's house that had hedges. I pull into their driveway. I roll the seat back mummy style and I'm laying down like this, praying to God he don't find me. I lay down there for 10.
I know that's a lot. Yeah, the stories are finished, so there's going to be a part 2. Let me know what you think about the story so far down in the comment section. I feel like the story is so intense, like, I'm a very mentally visual person, so I'm just picturing everything she was explaining in my head, like, Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this video down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way, okay? This video, there's going to be a part 2, which is going to be posted next, which is this evening, yeah, in Nigeria time. So it's going to be the next video posted later today. So you want to watch the part 2, because I feel like this video is already getting long, and we still have like another couple of minutes to go. So there's going to be a part 2. So go check out the part 2 so you get full context of the story and all that. But go ahead and share your thoughts so far about this. Love to read from you guys. For me, like, girl, one question I want to ask is, how did you get to be with this person for so long? How? Ciao. things we women do. We put up, some women really put up with a whole lot. And I'm really happy like that, like she's really laughing about everything and she looks like she's in a better place. But those are things that hits trauma. Ciao. Anyway, I can't wait to go watch the rest part of this video. Please go ahead and share your thoughts down in the comment section. Love to read from you guys. Go ahead and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Deuces.